Well, good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour. We're just introducing our players for the final. Number 8, Alexandra Herrera was introduced, and just now, number 2, Maria Jose Vargas. Vargas, I saw taking a little bit of her secret sauce just before she walked onto that court.
Oh.
Honey.
Oh.
She likes to eat honey.
I'm not going to poo-poo that. I've seen Olympic athletes do that. That is what I saw one of the men's gymnasts say. He carried a jar of honey to Olympic gymnastic competition. So
interesting. Well, if you're just joining us, my name's Tim Baghurst, joined by the sometimes wistful Sandy Rios. Sandy, this is a match that, well, on paper, Vargas should win. She's won the last 2 against Herrera in 2 straight. Can she do it today? Took 3 good shots from Vargas. Excellent defense from Herrera.
well, you know, we're going to see excellent defense from both of these women. They both are very good. Herrera uses her length extremely well. Vargas is just flat out athletic everywhere.
Ooh, that's going to leave a mark. Take another look, everybody. Yeah, I think we're going to have an appeal, and I think we may have our first judge overturn. Rhonda Rasic, our referee for this final.
I'm going to have to say I agree with the overturn on that one.
Yeah, I do too. That's why we have line judges. Keep things calm. Most of the time.
Oh, and there's
bullet.
the lefty
Yes.
serve. I'm telling you.
I love it.
Yeah, you would. It is such a weapon for a left-handed player.
And Herrera used it very effectively yesterday against Erica Mania. Skip ball that time, though. Acing Mania on game point and match point with that serve to the right side. But a big unforced error from Herrera, who started slowly yesterday, too. And if I was coaching Herrera, if I was, I'm not, one of the things I would look at is her warm-up prior to walking on the court. I find that she starts too slowly. Is it physical? Is it mental? What is it? Because she finds herself in a deficit often against good players.
Smart shot by Vargas right there.
Even though the scoreline is 2-1, it's really been all Vargas so far in these rallies.
Yes, because the one has been an ace serve.
Vargas went for, I think, the splat. It was very high.
Yeah.
When she missed it, it came back to the middle. Herrera's just too good when feet set.
Well, and it went right to her forehand.
Well, you can't play patty cake against Herrera. Vargas trying to poke the ball into the front wall instead of strike it. As a consequence, Herrera taking control of that point. 2-2.
Serve was short. Well, you don't want to play patty cake when your opponent is in front of you anyway.
That's a clean rollout from Vargas. We're here in Tempe, Arizona, Sun Devil Fitness Complex at Arizona State University. Volleyball tournament going on all around us. Plenty of those players, those young ladies watching on. Seeing racquetball at its highest level.
And they're a nice cross-court winner from Vargas.
So how did Herrera get here? Wins over Michelle Key, Samantha Salas. Convincing win over Salas, 3-1. That was
a surprise.
Impressive. And then taking out the 1 seed, Mejia, 11-6 in the breaker. Followed by Erica Mania yesterday afternoon.
And there you see Vargas, one of the hardest hitters on the court, not using more power than she needed, just guiding that ball into the front corner.
Nice done. Yeah, Vargas had a good shot. Herrera did well to defend. Vargas had another opportunity, couldn't put it away. Herrera was right there. Vargas got a bye in the first round. Herrera was 8 seed. She had to play an extra match this weekend. Vargas taking out Holly Scott Barrios from Bolivia, Longoria in a very pulsating match yesterday, full of talking points. But taking out Longoria, the 3 seed, in 2 straight. And you can see why with shots like that.
Yeah, that was tough. Yes. And
a little aggressive on that one.
But that's the Vargas style,
yeah,
right?
That is.
And there's the Herrera pinch.
It's routine for Herrera, something she does time and time again. And that's an ace.
Yep.
Perfect. You can't serve this any better. Ooh, one disagrees, one agrees.
Ooh.
Replay looks good from here. I really watch how Vargas lets this ball drop. Oftentimes we're prone to take this ball early. She let it go down so that when she hit that pinch, it couldn't go up. It couldn't stay high.
And I think Vargas thought she was going to get the screen call on that serve. She did not get out of the box.
She could appeal the screen serve.
She could.
Head to head, these two are 11-2. Vargas leads. So Vargas a big favorite in this match, but it's all square at 4.
And they're
off pace.
Measured, yes.
Measured is a good word.
And I like Herrera taking that Z serve early because Vargas's Z is very good. I think she chose the wrong shot off of it. But I like her taking it early.
Big thank you to everybody who shared the feed. Appreciate your support. Wow, that's hard. Not only hard to do, but look at the power that Vargas is stepping into that backhand with. She is hitting the ball hard today. 6-4. Oh, another. Might see a timeout from Herrera. Maybe one more. When Vargas is on.
Vargas is hard to beat.
Oh my gosh. We'll see a timeout. We are seeing a timeout. 3 straight winners from the backhand of Maria Jose Vargas. Forces the 8 seed to take the timeout. We're doing the same back in a minute. Well, while we have a minute, I want to say a big thank you to local sponsors who've helped make this event possible, especially the Madison Trust and Dan Parker and the Granite Dude along with Matt Bartlett. Other sponsors include Matt Felt Family, the Winterton Racquetball Academy, Fix My Racket, Eisman Realty, Burrito Express, Tempe Tourism, Farmers Insurance, Ceramic Tile Services. Speaking of Fix My Racket, I was talking to Randy yesterday, and he was showing me his bus/truck that he's built that allows him to, soft pinch from Herrera, allows him to travel the country, go to tournaments, and fix rackets on site. Pretty amazing.
It is. It's a nice little rig. So we see a short serve there by Herrera. Yeah, I thought Vargas had a shot there. Although if I were Herrera, I would be really kind of glad she did hold up and be willing to give her the replay. Maybe not the penalty, but a replay.
I will caution Vargas from not using her appeals too early in the game. Nice shot. What we saw yesterday were some early appeals wasted. And then later in the game against Longoria, there were one or two calls which you and I would have overturned, but weren't able to be appealed.
Oh.
Vargas knew it was coming,
Yep.
couldn't quite get there, but willing to sacrifice her body to find out.
Well, she had a choice. She either had to go behind Herrera and hope she went down the line or go in front of her, hoping to maybe distract her, but did not work either way.
Tough shot.
And she knew where it was going.
Yeah, I think a lot of us, if we could say what characteristic or what shot would we want from Alex Herrera's skill set, and I think it would be the forehand pinch.
Oh.
She's so good at it. Vargas says,
I'll take
all right,
Vargas's too.
I can do it too.
I don't think hers is that bad either.
No, but Vargas doesn't hit it from everywhere.
Correct.
And Vargas's aren't always that low. That's a really good backhand cross-court winner from Herrera. This has been a good start, high-level start to this match. Just what we expected. 5 serving 8. Well, you may have noticed that Herrera did what Vargas does, that short Z. The difference between the two, I think, is the power of that serve.
Yes.
Vargas's is quicker. It's harder to pick up.
Oh, beautiful shot. Well, and because Vargas does hit it harder, the angle is sharper, which makes it more difficult to pick up, right?
Skip ball, Herrera.
And
Sandy, go ahead.
No, but the shot before, I think if Vargas had just waited a fraction of a second and pushed Herrera a little farther to the right, that backhand down the line would have worked.
What's the call here? Yeah, definitely a replay in my book.
Yeah, she did have straight in, and I think she had her cross court.
Herrera you see the hand gesture just saying, calm down. Vargas leading 10-5 and is playing very quickly, which is exactly the pace she likes to play. Make that 11.
Yeah.
Might see another timeout coming soon. If I'm Alexander Herrera, I want to make Vargas dislike me. I'm not going to say hate, that's a strong word. Dislike me. Well, how am I going to do that? I want to make her just annoyed at me. How do I do that? Raise my racket.
Oh.
First serve. Raise my racket, second serve. Check the wet spot on the floor. Just drag this thing out, slow it down as much as I can to make sure. I think it skipped, yes. Here's the timeout coming. To make sure that Vargas is not playing at her rhythm. Play at my rhythm, not yours.
Right.
So timeout on the court. Vargas in complete control of game one. It's 13-5.
I'm Jessica Parrilla, and I play with Yearbooks. A great athlete is about discipline, effort, constance. And before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once, and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything. And I always think like love is the first thing in everything. The things I think, the things I say, and the things I do are on the same line. And enjoy, because we don't know how long we're gonna be here, so enjoy and give love to others as much as we can.
Well, during the timeout, we did have an appeal coming, and it was Herrera appealing the skip shot. We had one agree, one disagree. I'm a little curious about, can you appeal after you've both walked off the court and called a timeout? I'm going to argue no, but the appeal was allowed, so Herrera loses that appeal.
And
Reverse pinch from Vargas.
Yeah, and we see Herrera just a little out of sorts right now.
I don't think it's Herrera. I think it's Vargas.
Well, I think it's frustration that she can't do anything with it, right?
Yeah. When it comes down to this return of serve, we just had a 15-minute conversation about that before this match. And here's why. Look at the return of serve. Look at where Vargas is standing. Right in the middle of the court, right where she wants to be, executing perfectly. First game goes to Maria Jose Vargas. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Herrera has a lot of work to do. The mission of FSU Coach is to prepare and equip the next generation of coaches and sports professionals with best practices and current research to enable them to pursue excellence. We have 2 academic programs, the online graduate certificate, which is 4 classes, and also a 10-class master's in athletic coaching. Our graduate certificate and master's program can be started at any time, either the summer, fall, or spring. All of our classes have the word coach or coaching in them, and they're taught by coaches for coaches.
The types of classes that we offer focus on the athlete as a whole person. We focus on the theory and practice, the research, the helping skills, even some of the mental performance behind what it goes into being an athlete. I came to FSU Coach because I truly believed in the mission and the purpose of the program.
I think I have my dream job being a head coach at Florida State, but I know there's always more ways that I can help my athletes and better prepare as a coach, so I thought joining this master's program would help me learn different ways to attack my job. If you're interested in going into coaching or joining the FSU Coach program, I would just say don't even think about it and do it.
Racquetball players, lunch is ready, says our announcer. Well, we're not racquetball players,
I
Sandy.
am right now. I'll be back. You go ahead and start.
You going to U.S. Nationals? You going to play?
I am.
Excellent. Look out for another addition to Sandy's trophy cabinet.
Well, I got to find one more partner, so.
That's right. That's the golden ticket. Enter as many divisions as possible. You'll go home with something.
Not always. I have left empty-handed a time or two or more.
Ripping pinch winner. Vargas is feeling it. She's confident. She's relaxed. She's not scared of Herrera, and she's acting like it.
Well, and Vargas, that's the key to her game, right? Because when she's feeling it, she takes shots that maybe you and I think she might not, but she hits them, and she hits them well.
That's really nice. Soft pinch winner from
Herrera. Well, and that's what she needs to do. Herrera needs to realize that she's got the game to beat Vargas, but she's going to have to not make unforced errors. She's going to have to improve her return of serve. And she's also going to need to get her first serve in.
Ooh. Rare skip from Vargas.
But you see her, we've talked about this, Vargas can get a little over, right, where she goes for too much.
If I'm Alexander Herrera's coach, drive serve to the forehand, right? Because that is Alexander Herrera's, it's so effective. Make sure it's shorter rather than longer so that you always have a second serve in your pocket. Uh-oh. That was an early hand from Herrera. You have the advantage in this, don't you, Sandy?
You do, because she's got to move out of the way.
Yeah,
and she
Vargas
knows it.
is stuck.
You know she's got to move. And you know the ball's high enough, you can wait for it to come down. Okay, there's the first serve short to the forehand. Now she needs to hit the lob, a good lob to the Vargas
Any kind of lob against Vargas causes her problems.
Because she wants to cut it off.
I'm surprised not more players do it. Like Longoria figured it out down 11-14 last night and got to 14-14 by going to the Nick lob. That Vargas, I don't think I've ever seen Vargas cut off a Nick lob serve.
No.
Is that given good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
I might have appealed screen. Another good serve.
And another winning cross court, right?
Yeah, you will see this a lot. A player thinks something short or wrong. They'll put up their hand and then look at the referee. Put up your hand and keep playing. Don't look at the referee, because by then you're a little bit too late in the rally when they make a no call.
And they are just good enough for Vargas.
Yeah, forehand side.
Vargas needs to now settle herself down and get back to what she was doing right the first game.
I like this from Herrera. Getting Vargas out of that routine. Missed it. Missed the soft one. Carlos Quadri is in attendance, coaching Vargas. Herrera tends to coach herself at these events. Maybe a teammate, a Mejia, for example, might be there supporting her.
But I didn't see her yet.
No. Mejia Herrera in the final of doubles against Longoria Salas, all Mexican affair, 1 versus 2.
And there's the timeout from Vargas.
Wise timeout from Vargas, who's gone a little flat in this second game. Herrera seems to have found something. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back 6-1. Herrera leads in game 2. And I like the timeout from Vargas just to settle down and refocus.
And what we didn't see was the fact that Vargas came in, had a quick word with her coach, a quick drink, and went back on the court to find her rhythm.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Show a rollout better than that. That is the true definition of roll out. And Herrera has elevated her game in this second,
very much
second game. Less mistakes, keeping Vargas deep rather than giving her setups. Until this. But Vargas, what the decision making here?
Yeah.
Go left, down the line.
Down the line, exactly.
It's an easy win.
Didn't have to be perfect.
Nope, she tried to pinch it. That's better.
There she did. And that's what she should have done the previous one, right?
Unless she rolled it out on the pinch and we'd be exclaiming, what a great shot.
Well, yeah, but it still wouldn't have been the right shot.
Yeah, this weekend we have said, great shot, but. Excellent reach from Vargas. Very well done from Herrera. Difficult shot. Ball was wallpaper. Just had enough room to hit that splat pass, the splash.
And I think what people need to realize, Tim and I aren't saying this, you should never hit a pinch. Pinch is a great shot, but there's a time and a place for it. And I think people over-rely on the pinch. Beautiful. If you miss a pinch, it's unforgiving.
Yes.
If you miss a down the line, it's not as, it can actually more play into your favor. Ooh,
big shout out to Maripa Riquelme. If you've been on social media and you've seen all the photos and schedules, etc., from this tournament, that's her work. She does so much behind the scenes with her camera, her phone, all the electronics. She's on the computer editing everything to make things look so good. A big shout out to her.
She does a great job at it.
Good finish from Vargas. Vargas, a very emotional player. Has been in the service box a number of times in this second game, but the scoreline suggests not successfully. This is trouble. That's a really good rally.
Well, there you see the athleticism of Vargas to stay in the rally till she got the shot.
Great defense from Vargas. Waited for her chance and then hit the smart shot to finish it.
And I liked that. She had the right side wide open. Herrera's looking for the right side and went behind her and got the miss hit from Herrera.
Vargas really testing the lungs of Alexandra Herrera in the last two rallies. It's always great when you win one of those really long rallies, right? You feel a little fresher than when you lose them. Oh, that's terrific. Splat winner from Vargas.
And she's moving back into that zone where she's excited, not overly excited. And here we have the timeout from Herrera. I think it's a good time for her to try to shut Vargas down.
Well, I think she needs to rest for a little while,
Well,
too.
that too.
3 long rallies, all won by Vargas. It's 5 serving 6. We're back in. It was a slow start from Vargas in the second game, but she's found a little momentum. 3 points in a row.
Well, she took a timeout at 6-1, down 6-1, came in, refocused, and this is what's happened.
Tough shot from Herrera.
And a good timeout for Herrera. She had to stop Vargas then.
These two have never met in a final. Both get very close to foot faults on their serves. I've been watching. I talked about yesterday how Herrera turns her foot sideways to avoid encroachment. She does something very similar on the drive serve. She doesn't foot fault. It's close, but she's fine.
Yeah, and there's a case where she didn't get out of the box at all on that drive serve, right?
A lucky bounce in the back left corner.
It
Say
happens.
lucky, but the angle was perfect. Looking over to my left, Sandy, take a look. We've got about a dozen volleyball players watching this final.
Yeah. And they're not just standing there. They are watching, and you can just see the questions on their face. Wow, what is this? It's amazing advertisement.
Crushing winner from Vargas. 5 serving 7. What hands from Vargas.
And you saw her take the power off the Herrera shot and use it. She didn't add anything. She didn't swing, just held that racket firm and guided it into that corner.
More clean hitting from Vargas, who's back in this second game. It's all square 7-7. Really setting these up from an excellent drive serve.
Now in just short.
Ooh, almost.
And Vargas showing the volleyball players, see
I
how
was
to
just-
dive and roll on
I
the
was
court
just
too.
thinking same thing. Skip ball, Herrera.
And again, Herrera not ready for the return.
Yeah, this is where I
her
go,
dunk.
okay, not working as well as you want. Your drive serve isn't as crisp as yesterday. Nick lob, Nick lob, Nick lob, Nick lob.
Yep. I mean, how did she get to, up 6-1? She was lobbing her Vargas, and Vargas was skipping it.
And I said, short serve better than
Yep.
than a bad serve.
Oh, A nice lob return from Herrera.
These two last met in Maryland in December, our last tournament. Vargas winning 3 and 10. Big thank you to Todd Boss, Pro Racquetball Stats, for all that information.
Oh,
Well done. We
great
knew it was coming.
anticipation, yep.
This time Vargas knew it was coming and was able to cover. She took a chance, knew her opponent, covered it. There's the side out, 7 serving 7.
Oh, and good on Vargas to see that cutoff and return it, just unable to do anything with it. There's the drive serve from Vargas.
Thanks to Team Dovetail, we had a clinic here the evening before the tournament, alongside also some sponsored doubles. It's been a busy weekend here at the Sun Devil Fitness Complex. Our Commissioner TJ Bomba busy recruiting some of these volleyball players. Why not?
Well, and the beauty of this fitness center is it's large enough to handle
Yes,
all of these
that's
people
a really good
easily.
point. A lot of fitness centers are very constrictive. Vargas dug that off the floor somehow. This time Herrera did the same. Oh, Vargas skipped it.
Wow. Herrera skipped it.
Excuse me, Herrera, thank you.
I did the same thing earlier, don't worry. But yeah, and that was her shot, that forehand. It
Yeah.
was the right shot. It was just, what, half an inch too low. Yeah, and there you see Vargas kind of playing patty cake instead of just sitting down and putting one of those straight down the line with her power.
Well, Vargas absolutely gives everything and is starting to look a little frustrated now. In the back of the court, a little remonstrative with her coach, Carlos Quadri. There's the forehand pinch. There's the scream from Herrera.
And there's a smart timeout by Vargas.
Yes,
And
yeah.
she knows it. She knows she needs to calm down.
Yes, yes. Maybe she should have done it in the last rally. Just a reminder, coming up next, it's the Boston Open. Been there many times. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's not. Sometimes we get snow, sometimes we don't. But on the court, it's always fun. A unique facility, kind of that old style club where you get to look down on the court below you. We've seen some terrific action there. We'll be there March 1st through 3rd. That's more specifically in Marlboro, Boston. So it's about 30, 45 minutes just outside the city center. And really looking forward to that one again. Thanks to Stuart Solomon and String Theory and everybody who helps make that event possible. So hope you join us for that in person. If you're on the East Coast, shoot. If you're on the West Coast, Sandy, make the trip, right?
Right. Yeah, I'll be there in spirit. How's that? Sorry. I know.
I'm going to miss you.
Yeah, nobody to make fun of. I
It's,
know. Well.
It won't be the same. It won't
never
be the
is.
same.
It never is. But we will be back together in San Antonio in April, so there is that.
San Antonio after that, followed by Greenville, South Carolina, and then one more stop. Hasn't been officially confirmed, so I can't announce it on air. Clean hitting. Did you hear the volleyball players?
I heard them. When they saw
Ooh,
Herrera get that, they were most impressed.
Well, and I think they heard the skin. the sound
Yeah,
of flesh on floor.
Possibly, but
Great match. Alexandra Herrera's woken up and is executing her shots. And there's another one, free point. That drive serve to the right causes problems.
12-7.
Are we going tiebreaker?
No idea. Vargas does not wish to go tiemaker.
Well, I told one of the pro players before this match, I said, you're going to see 3 serves from Alexandra Herrera. Three first serves. Nice shot.
Yes.
What serves are they, Sandy?
Well, we're going to see the drive to the right.
Drive to the right,
We should see a good left to the back.
left to the back. We'll call that drive to the back. Drive to the left.
Drive to the left, drive to the right, and a lob.
First serve.
First serve, Z.
See.
Well, those are the typical 3.
Yeah, those are all she hits. Once every 30 serves, we'll see a jam. But the key for her, she does them all from the same spot on the court. Beautiful shot, Herrera, backhand pinch winner. Vargas's serve is starting to be dialed in by her opponent.
And so what does she do? That Z is her serve.
Wow.
Oh, nice gets by Vargas. Way
Great
to
point.
keep it.
Let's watch most of this. Both players did well to keep these balls alive, particularly Vargas, who really earned that opportunity to serve.
Nice.
Point for Vargas, clean winner, 10-12. Herrera thinking about it and taking the timeout. Go ahead, Sandy.
One thing I think Vargas should look at doing is on this Z serve when Herrera has to hit it into the back wall. When she gets a good one in, she comes back to take it back. Instead of coming back with her speed and her power and her shots, I think she should run forward and cut that off because she's already got Herrera in the back of the court, right?
Timeout on the court. Quick timeout here. It's finally poised at 10-12. Skip Herrera after another long rally. Vargas is the one winning the longer rallies. 11-12. Vargas back in this. She was behind early in the second game. Oh, well done.
Nice. And it's no surprise. There's no quit in Vargas.
Watch the pose afterwards. I thought she'd hurt her knee, to be honest. The way that her body twisted.
She's just a Gumby on the court
Incredible
sometimes.
leg strength to do that. Opportunity taken.
Yes.
Too good. Forehand pinch. Look at this return of serve and how loose it was. When Vargas gets her drive serve in and low, it sets up her whole match.
That one, a poor return from Vargas. She got what she wanted, but made the wrong shot.
Yep, wrong shot selection. Reverse pinch wasn't really available. Herrera was quite happy to get back in at 12-13. Coming up after this doubles final, all Mexico, 1 versus 2. Herrera Mejia, the 1 seeds, the current national champions, taking on the 2 seeds, Longoria Salas. That'll be a classic, I'm sure. It almost always is.
Oh, and that was a beautiful lob return off that serve.
Vargas 2 points away. Should she win this title? I talked to our commissioner, TJ Bonbon. Match point. If she wins this, she will not be the #1. It's been her goal her whole life, playing racquetball, to be world #1. She's never been there. She won't be there this weekend, but she'll be really, really close.
Mm-hmm. And
there it is.
The classic smart shot, right?
What a beautiful shot from Maria Jose Vargas down the line. Credit her mental toughness to come back from being down early in this second game, finding a way to win it. That's experience. That's the knowledge that I've been in this position before. Mm-hmm. I've played finals before. I've won finals before. Sandy, you and I said at the beginning of this stream early on Friday, look, in our opinion, Maria Jose Vargas has been the best player over the last 6 months, 9 months. And nothing about this tournament has suggested anything different.
No, she's stayed focused. She's hitting her shots. She wants this, and she's learned how, as we know with Vargas, she can get herself a little too pumped up. But she, as we saw, she was getting a little too anxious. She took the timeout, came off, a brief respite, went back on the court, found her rhythm, and pulled it through. Now, my question is, if Vargas continues to finish out this season the way she's done this year, if she does pull into #1, this will be in the last 3 years, we've had a different #1 on the tour. Mm-hmm. When is the last time that has happened on the women's tour?
Well,
given
that Longoria has been #1 for about 12 years.
Exactly.
This is great for the sport.
Well,
we're seeing anybody can win.
The parity.
And the consistency that's required to be world #1. Mm-hmm. You have to do it day in, day out. For me, and again, we can talk about this another time for sure, when Vargas, I think when, not if, I think it's going to happen, becomes world #1. No disrespect to Montse Mejia, who's the current #1, who can still stay there.
She can stay there.
But will need better results than the last 6 months. Mm-hmm. The question will be, how do you handle going from being hunting to hunted?
Yes.
Because it's a different mindset, and everybody wants to beat you.
Right. You go from shooting at the target to being the target. So it will be interesting, and I think maybe in her, for Mejia, that's been a little bit of what's going on this year. She's gone from shooting to being shot at.
Well, Todd Boss came to the rescue. 2004, 5, and 6.
There you go.
We had Godinez, Van Hees, and Rasic. So it's been a long, long time. We're not there yet.
Nope.
We're not there yet. But Maria Jose Vargas, fully deserving of this title. Some excellent wins this weekend. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to her. We're moving on to the doubles final. This is one I've been looking forward to since we got through last night. right? You never know in doubles.
You don't.
But the cream rises, so to speak. It's 1 versus 2. It's an all-Mexico affair. We all know how much they love playing each other. It will be a battle. So hope you join us for that. We're going to reset the feed. We'll be back once the players have had their photos, etc., and the doubles have warmed up. We hope you stick with us here at the Arizona Open.